Phoenix Splash TV. Who's the greatest wrestler that ever existed? Names might pop into your mind. The Rock, Stone Cold, Sabu, RVD, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, Neville, but you would be wrong, by my standards anyway. To me, when someone asks who is the best wrestler, my easy answer is Hayabusa. While some wrestlers are known for being high flyers, mat technicians, or powerhouses, Hayabusa was all of it combined. He was definitely the greatest all-round wrestler to ever live. On top of being an all-round pro wrestler, he also had good in-ring psychology, which is storytelling in the ring. His in-ring psychology has even convinced some people that wrestling was real again. It was that good. Now, if you watch other people talk about Hayabusa, they'll spend most of their time talking about his infamous career-ending injury, but that injury shouldn't shadow what he is, or was. Hayabusa is not only one of my favorite wrestlers, he's one of the most inspirational people of my entire life, and I'll explain why. Now, for those of you who keep up with me, you'll notice that my band's name is Phoenix Splash, and even though the band is always in construction, I always find it hard to change the name. Not just because it sounds cool, but because it means something important to me. The Phoenix Splash is a wrestling move that Hayabusa invented. It looks like this. When he made it, he said he wanted to make something that was different, something that no one had ever seen before. Thus he came up with the Phoenix Splash. Now, unlike The Rock's Rock Bottom, he didn't do this move all the time. He did it on special occasions, on special matches. It was really a spectacle to see. He also invented other moves and invented his own in-ring style. He didn't rely on only the flashy moves, he incorporated everything into the art of wrestling, making him the best wrestler, in my opinion, to watch. While The Rock and Stone Cold were smack-talking and Hulk Hogan was politicking, people like Hayabusa, Sabu, RVD, and others were laying the foundation of what would be the future of wrestling. What is the future of wrestling? Not giants stomping on each other or talking smack. I think the future of wrestling is, well, the art of wrestling. When it comes to wrestling, gimmicks are getting old, storylines are getting old. The thing that isn't getting old is in-ring ability. It keeps improving. That's what people come to see. Wrestling journalists agree that people like Prince Puma and Neville are the future of wrestling. When you see them wrestle, you don't see much influence from Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold. What do you see? You see Phoenix splashes, 450 splashes, power moves, you see the total package. And in my eyes, that's something Hayabusa started. He wasn't just one type of wrestler. He was good at everything a wrestler could be good at, even acting. He could cry on cue. But that's enough about wrestling. Whether I'm right or wrong about his influence is up to opinion. But to me, Hayabusa is something much more than a wrestler. He saw something and said, I'm going to do something different from everyone and make it work. That's what I always think about my music. You know, in music, it's very easy to jump on a trend. Many aspiring musicians want to be like someone else, and as a result, they stay in that style of music their whole life. Sometimes people ask me, why don't you write your music like Justin Bieber or someone popular? And to be honest, it's really not that hard to write the music like them. But why be like them, you know? That's like telling Hayabusa, why do the Phoenix Splash when you could just do the 450 Splash, like Too Cold Scorpio? Hayabusa wanted to do something new, and that's the way I view my whole outlook on life. I'm always striving to do something new. And as this album that we're working on gets closer to finishing, I can see that it's going to be something special. The first time I really got a good glance of Hayabusa was from a DVD titled The Flying Assassin. The DVD has only 3 matches on it, and I still consider it my favorite wrestling DVD of all time. He faces Masato Tanaka, Mike Awesome, and Mr. Ganosuke. If you're a wrestling fan, you should check it out. It's on Amazon, and I think the whole thing is uploaded on YouTube. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, it's very easy to get impressed by Hayabusa. Now, I know I didn't upload this right after his death like some people do, after every death. I don't know, I kinda needed time to mourn. I don't care how much views this one gets, my favorite wrestler just died, and I want to talk about him. My band actually had one hell of a rehearsal in memory of him. It's kind of surreal to me that he's gone. On his Wikipedia, it says that an owner of a tavern found him. His best friend and rival in FMW, Mr. Ganosuke, quit wrestling when Hayabusa got injured, and he ended up owning a tavern. They would both sing at this bar every day. So it makes me believe that Mr. Ganosuke probably found him. After his career-ending injury, he turned to music, and I even bought his debut CD, Trust. I don't know, I always had this fantasy that I'd meet him one day and we'd talk music and wrestling. I'd tell him how much of an inspiration he was to me, and I don't know, write a song with him or something. Guess you can't stop me from dreaming about it though. Well, I guess I'll leave it at that. Rest in peace, Hayabusa. You've meant the world to and inspired many wrestlers. And you've inspired me. This is Game Analyzer, signing off.
今も探してる幼い頃に夢見てた自分を今も探してる色あせない大切なあの場所を手を伸ばせばいつぐそこに顔を上げて初めて気がついたもう二度と迷わない二度と振り返らない自分の弱さも全て受け止めて高い壁でも深い闇でも越えてゆける心を解き放ち Trust One second